Good morning, good morning, good morning, my awaken lovers. Coach Heather Lynn here with Heart Alchemy and Wellness. Today we're going to dive right into Daily Vibes with Heather Lynn, a daily podcast where we discuss oracle readings, qigong, and we do a little bit of breath work and just a little bit of tips and hacks on life, business, manifestation, and anything that's popping in Heather's head for the day. Just a few announcements. I am proud to announce that I will be hosting sessions, healing sessions. Yes, throughout the week, there are appointments at 4 and at 6 p.m. And depending on who and what schedules will depend on whether I'm able to do 1 or 2 sessions for the day. I will also be having office hours on Saturdays. So go ahead, get scheduled in there for your heart activation and your Shakti Activation Massages. It is a very one of a kind, unique modality that your girl Heather Lynn here has created to help enhance, magnify, and electrify our body. It is designed to do a little bit of sound frequency healing, which is not just singing bowls. This is actually tuning forks, where I'm using biotune filled energy clearing. It hosts a little bit of face yoga, reflexology, myofascial relief, cupping, and just so much more. It's a beautiful experience. So let's just go ahead and dive right into the energy. I've already lit my Palo Santo. We'll go ahead and light it again to clear the energy space, because y'all know that energy eclipse is kind of thicker than a snicker. For those that don't know, I was watching my boy, the Leo King. I absolutely love David Palmer and all of his insights that he will bring you. He is a straight shooter, true speaker, tell it how it is kind of astrologer. And I was listening to some of the astrology that has been reoccurring, and some of the like the Libra energy, and like some of the transits that we're in right now. One of them happened in 1987. And in 1987, we were getting ready. My sister started having a hard time, so we were getting ready to move. I remember we moved December of that year. So there was some rumblings going on then. And then 2004, April. And to be quite honest, this kind of rung a bell, because keep in mind the Libra new moon, or the Libra full moon, and it's an eclipse as well. So it's eclipsing things out of our life that no longer serve us. So what I would like you guys to think about is what happened. Some of you guys might not be born yet. Let me be real. I have some younger individuals that watch my podcast. But however, just think about in 04 and 1987, what was going on in your life? And how does that relate to what's going on currently? Because I know that we've had a lot of cycles. Me personally, I know that I'm closing out a 19-year cycle. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this energy is a part of it. So with that said, let's go ahead and continue. So just take note of that. What needs to be released from your life? Think about 87, 04. Think about those dates. So I'm using the Raylan Phelan Secret Oracle for our Oracle card today. How do you want me to receive? Okay, third one on top. Okay. Ooh, and it says that our card today, of course, says time to rise. So let's go ahead and read what the Oracle book says about this. And keep in mind that this is not a time to sit there and just act like things, because I know a lot of people like are acting, the energy is guiding us in the shadow aspect, that things are being illuminated to us about what needs to go, what needs to change. And this could even be aspects of yourself. For me, I've carried a lot of fear around relationships and what is proper love and how to love and to be love and what is proper give and take and what is the actual true role of a masculine that's in their power and what does that look like? Because for me, good night. Because for me, it's been difficult. And part of that has been because I haven't been in my highest self. So let's see what this time to rise has to say. I know that we're coming out of winter months, baby, because I feel it. And there ain't no going back to that shit. Okay, it says life is beautiful. Here we go. It is bright with potential and possibility and filled with moments of laughter and delight. But life is not just love and light. We also experience a moment when life does not unfold as we had hoped or planned. We experience disappointments and failures that weigh us down and ground us. We become afraid to fly again. To fly, at least we fail and we fall. Don't allow disappointment and unmet expectations to weigh you down. Be open-hearted. Be kind to yourself. Yes, take ownership, but then reevaluate your expectations. Take stock and determine how and why things went awry. Being afraid to fail is not a reason enough to make another attempt, especially when our mistakes can be studied and learned from. Figure out what went wrong so that you can do it right next time. It can also be said that failure is the best possible beginning because it does serve to ground you. When you fail first, you won't take anything for granted the next time. There's only one direction in which you can travel when you are at rock bottom, and that is up. See any failure or disappointment as an opportunity to learn and then put past behind all that you know. Let them be the ashes of what was, armed with new knowledge and wisdom. Be like the phoenix and rise again. It's time to see the potential and possibility once more and allow both to lift you to new heights. So for me, what this is reminding me is that, guys, getting rid of an identity crisis is not something that's really easy. A lot of people feel like it may be easy just to shed new skin and to just stop something. I'll give you a good example. Anyone that has switched a long-term job, gone through a divorce, lost their spouse, lost their home, lost a significant other that was very important to them. You understand that when you go through the grieving process, a lot of that is expectation. I didn't do this right. Inability to see the truth. When we lose someone, we try to put blame, guilt, shame, all of these things on them that weigh us down. And if you guys look at the frequency chart, like grief, anger, hatred, all of those are in your three lower chakras, are in the bottom half. So basically, with the heart activation, that's what I do. I help you open up this region. Okay? Bella, stop it now! I apologize about screaming. She's just downstairs and she's not stopping. Now, with that said, the heart activation is designed to open up the heart gate. Okay, so if you're having any shoulder issues, lower back issues, this is for you. There is energy that is stored in your body that needs to be released. Bear with me. Night now. Come on. You can't just be screaming outside. You too. Go to me. I give you an inch, you take 10. I love you, but it's time to do not. You're the one creating the problem, not me. Suck it up, Buttercup. I love you. Okay, I apologize about that. They had to go in their little spot because Yeah, because yeah. Okay. So anyway, let me get my thoughts recollected. Let me take a deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay. So back to what I was saying. When we lose um, a facet of ourself, an identity that we have carried, or a role that we have carried, we don't realize that a lot of this gets stored in our heart and our hips. And with that, it will start stagnation, you'll start feeling bad. And the heart activation is designed to open up and to actually get your body into the parasympathetic state. That is the rest and breath state. Because when you're like this and you're always like tense, and I know I'm guilty of it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I lead partial sedentary life myself, meaning I sit at my desk all the time. I'm not exempt from these issues, okay? But you got to remind yourself to get up and to move the energy. And like this is saying, it's time to move. It is time to rise. So anything that's been holding us back for however long, whether it's a year, 2 years, 5 years, 20, it's time in the age of Aquarius to let that go. Everything that needed to be rocked as far as foundation goes, all of that was riffle raffled in Capricorn. Now, with that said, we do have Pluto coming back into Capricorn for one last ride towards the end of the year. Guess what? Right at election time. Ooh, shake up some foundations. Whatever that may bring, it's going to be positive. I'm a firm believer that, things that aren't working need to, dissolve, and so that new things can take new form that do provide benefit. And that's how we have evolved as a collective for so long. So let's go ahead and dive right into our Qigong. Qigong is an ancient Chinese practice. It's an Eastern medicine modality. You guys know me. I am a practitioner. I study holistic medicine. I'm certified as a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner. I'm certified to do cupping, um, tuning, sound frequency healing. So there's just so many different things that you can learn just by how to soothe and bring your body back to the present moment. So this is one of those ways that we're going to stimulate our lymphatic system before we start our day. We do this to help us move the excess energy that we, let's be honest, sleeping can do two things. It can be restful or it can be completely hell, right? If you're in your fight or flight, you're probably having nightmares, you're probably getting hot sweats, you're probably getting that stinky sweat, you're probably creating some sort of cortisol versus releasing and relaxing and being able to rest and breath and get into that deep state. So this is just one way to help you dive right in, get rid of the excess energy, and then prepare you for the next day. So when it's time, your body knows what to expect. We're going to release some energy as soon as we get up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and time to rise it up and do our daily practice. So we're going to start with clapping our hands 9 times. What this does is this release any stagnant emotions that we may have in our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You would be amazed at how many different mappings of your body parts are in your hands, your face, and your feet. You can stimulate healing by rubbing your feet, right? So the heart activation that I do, it does include some reflexology, which means I will hit on key activation points to help stimulate and promote a release. And the release, you're releasing emotionally through the touch therapy. You're releasing all the toxins from the cupping sessions. You are realigning your frequency with the biotune fielding. And then the face yoga is activating and stimulating your throat chakra to release so that it allows the third eye to open. So it's a very powerful technique. Go ahead and DM or, go to Heather Lynn Facebook page to go ahead and get your appointment scheduled. So let's go to our underarm. This is the heart chakra region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you guys might ask, well, I can't lift my arm up that high, Miss Heather. I have an appendage and I'm unable to do so. So I need some help with that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a modification. Modification's great, but eventually you should be able to raise your arm up. Okay. Eventually, that would be some heart chakra, which is exactly what I'm talking about. You're probably sore around your thoracic region. You're basically this right here. I'm going to call this the heart zone. Okay. So from here to here, here's your top thymus. This is your thymus right here. That's your top of your heart. And basically right above your chest plate is where, more towards like the middle of your titty. You know where your heart's at. But however, the energy point's right here. Okay. And then I stimulate these 2 points right here on the chest. You're fully clothed. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be seeing anything that, you don't want me to be seeing. It's all professional. There's sheets, there's, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's do this modification side. 1, and we're gonna do our hand like this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're gonna move to our arms. How we're able to carry and move things forward. What are we holding on to? Right? They allow us to hold and carry things. This is our ability to give and receive love. If there's an imbalance here, you will probably be sore. However, it's okay. Right? It's not a sore that's going to hurt you. It's not a sore that's even going to feel like anything but a little needles releasing the energy. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Move to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now my last piece, I already have my shoes on because you guys just saw my dogs are ready to go for their morning duty. However, I recommend taking off your shoes. Rubber has been a huge significant issue of how we have lost connection with the earth. Okay, if you run barefooted, if you wear grounding shoes, there are ways to reconnect this, but a lot of times these soles right here disconnect us from so much knowledge. And I put a post yesterday about how the trees will transmit knowledge to us through the inner web connection of the oneness factor of, the energetic network system of Earth, right? She is a sentient being. She is alive, just like you and I are. In fact, Mother Earth takes care of us in every facet. She provides for every need that we have. She technically is our mother. She births all of us. So why would she not have vital knowledge in her trees? Whoa, tree hugger. Oh, I'm a tree hugger and I'll admit it. I love hugging trees. Like actually, since I learned the connection and what it does for me energetically, it allows me to bring myself back into that present moment and truly appreciate and show gratitude for all the things that I might have missed. All right, let's do our feet. Now, guys, I can't sit there and pound my feet too hard, but what we're going to do is we're going to get up and stomp our feet 9 times. I'm not going to do that because you can't see me on the camera. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Because 9 plus 9 is 18. So, all right. Whew, that's a lot of energy. Okay, so for the breath work today, we're going to do the breath of fire. I'm feeling a little fiery. We're in Aries season and we're in the new, the full moon and, Libra. So let's just go ahead and get rid of some of this excess energy that we might have. And then we are done for the day. So here we go. Breath of fire. What you're going to do is you're just going to basically breathe in. You're going to be breathing in and out of your nose, but you're going to be taking short exhales like that out of your nose. Short, forceful exhales. And you're going to be breathing in and out of your mouth if you can. If and only if you shoot a snot rocket, it's okay. Clean it up when you're done. Just don't be going handsy on your face and stuff. Licking your fingers. That's kind of gross. Leave that for our kids to do that, right? Licking windows and shit. We're adults here. Here we go. All right. So we're going to do this for about 30 seconds, and we're going to start breathing in through our nose, out. And after this breath in, we're going to start. Woo-hoo-hoo! Open up some brain cells. I love this because you get high on your own life supply. Did you know that? Did you know that you can activate your own DMT by doing rounds of breath work like that? Or doing the Wim Hof breath? Yes, amazing, amazing, amazing things that our body can do all on its own without some synthetic-ish trying to create something that is not natural. Some of the things, I'm just going to be honest, none of the stuff, it seems like all the synthetic stuff seems to be what's hurting people and all the natural-based medicines. Now there are a lot of them that help. Don't get me wrong. And don't get me wrong, we need doctors and nurses. Absolutely love it. My mother's a nurse. Those are the ones that really help us when there's an emergency. Okay. But for our day-to-day, we need to have more autonomy in our own life and, take ownership and responsibility of that instead of making it our doctor's responsibility every time something happens to us. Right? Because we fall a lot of codependent upon them and we give them too much power. I believe that because of placebo effect. So, all right, y'all, time to rise, kings and queens. What is it that you're trying to bring into existence? What co-creation is, shining in your life? And before we go, I just want to remind you that you are loved and that regardless of how things look, trust and have faith that things are working for you, not against you. A lot of times during energetic eclipses like this, we're going to have things that are eclipsed out of our life, and then we're going to have some things brought back to us as a gift for all of our hard work and gratitude for our discipline and hard work, here to help everyone else. So, all right, guys, much love, much light. Happy full moon. I hope you guys get out and enjoy some of this eclipse energy. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.